Some people say they hate their birthday, but often they don't hate the date. They hate the quiet expectation that someone should remember. They hate checking their phone. They hate pretending they don't care. And they hate the pain when almost no one notices. Especially after they already said, "I don't want anything anyway." And this pain is not just being dramatic. Psychology shows that rejection and exclusion can affect emotions, thinking, and even the body. And birthdays can turn that invisible pain into one very visible day. Today you'll learn 5 hidden reasons why some people hate their birthday. And the last one explains why they may cancel the celebration before anyone has the chance to disappoint them. 1. Their birthday becomes a test of being remembered. For most people, a birthday is just a celebration, but for someone who already feels emotionally invisible, it becomes evidence. Who remembered? Who forgot? Who only wrote because social media reminded them? The painful part is not always being alone. It is realizing which connections feel real and which ones feel automatic. That is why a person can receive 10 messages and still feel forgotten. Studies on loneliness show that feeling disconnected is not the same as simply being physically alone. A person can have people around and still feel deeply unseen. 2. They hate forced happiness. Birthdays come with a script. Smile, celebrate, be grateful, enjoy attention. But what if attention feels uncomfortable? What if happiness feels fake? What if the person is already exhausted from pretending they are fine? Then a birthday does not feel like a celebration. It feels like being forced onto a stage. For some people, birthdays don't feel joyful. They feel like emotional performance. And here's the twist. Sometimes a birthday still hurts even when people do show up, because attention is not the same as connection. 3. Birthdays expose the gap between hope and reality. Even people who say, "I don't care," often carry a small hidden hope. Maybe this year someone will plan something. Maybe someone will write something meaningful. Maybe someone will make them feel chosen, not admired, just chosen. But when the day arrives and nothing feels different, the disappointment becomes personal. It no longer feels empty. It feels personal, not because they expected a huge party, but because they wanted proof that they mattered. This is where the birthday stops being a date. It becomes a mirror. 4. Even good attention can feel uncomfortable. A room full of people singing for you should feel warm. For some, it feels like nowhere to hide. This sounds strange because birthdays are supposed to make people feel special. But not everyone learned that attention is safe. Some people associate being seen with judgment, pressure, or disappointment with the fear that others will notice too much or still not really notice them at all. Psychology calls part of this rejection sensitivity, when a person expects rejection so strongly that even neutral social moments can feel threatening. So instead of enjoying attention, they manage it. They downplay the day. They say, "Don't do anything." They act casual because casual feels safer than wanting too much. 5. They reject the day before it can reject them. This is the quiet defense. If they say, "I hate birthdays," then no one can fail them. If they don't celebrate, no one can ruin it. If they expect nothing, they don't have to feel stupid for hoping. Expecting nothing feels safer than admitting they wanted something. But this is not indifference. It is disappointment wearing armor. Sometimes the person who says, "Don't celebrate me," is the one who secretly needed to feel celebrated the most. The painful truth is this. Many people don't hate their birthday. They hate the vulnerability of wanting to matter. They hate the waiting, the checking, the comparing, pretending they expected nothing. They hate the moment when the day asks a question they were trying not to hear. Who really sees me? And that is why this day can hurt more than people realize. So if someone hates their birthday, don't assume they are dramatic, negative, or ungrateful. Sometimes they are protecting themselves from a very specific kind of pain, the pain of hoping to be remembered and feeling forgotten. But healing does not always mean throwing a party. Sometimes it means allowing one safe person to show up, one honest message, one small ritual, one moment where they don't have to act like being forgotten never hurt. Because the opposite of birthday sadness is not attention, it is connection. So be honest. Do you actually hate your birthday, or do you hate finding out who remembers you without being reminded? Write your answer in the comments and subscribe if you want more videos that decode what people rarely say out loud.